Hi there, YouTube pipe community. I'm JD Silver. Thanks for tuning in. Today I am smoking a Shire pipe. This was gifted to me by one of my friends who has been invited to our Holy Smokers Pipe Club many times, and he's always said no or not shown up, but turns out he had a pipe all along. And he doesn't smoke, but someone had given him this, I think. And he's a nice guy. He said, I've got a pipe for you I'd like to give you. So brought this by. So it's an interesting pipe. I think it's made out of pear. And it's got that sort of no grain look to it. You can't really see the grain in it. And it just says Shire on the side. And the church warden, I guess. I like how they've done it with this little tiny piece of stem. It's kind of a good idea. And this, I believe, is just painted plastic pipe that's been melted. And a little easier, it's easier to make. I've tried to make a few church wardens and steam and bent the stem from wood. And it's so time consuming to get it shaped and fit the way you want it, and then when you're steaming it, it's my knuckles are white as I'm worried about whether or not it's going to break, and a few of them have broken, so I've got a good system here. Anyway, today is I think you call them YABOs. Is that I can't even remember if that's the right term. All these terms that I'm finding on the YTPC, but I got a gift sent to me from a guy named Quinty, and it's some train stuff, model train set stuff. He said that he didn't think he was going to ever get around to using it, and so feel free to use it as one of the YABO things. So that's what I'm doing. Thanks very much, Brian. I'm looking forward to this. I'm using my pipe tool to open this, because that's what I had here. Oh, wow. Look at that. My pipe's probably gone out. No. Sweet. Okay, so first, I've got, a nice boxcar. Oh my goodness. A wooden boxcar. Oh. That is beautiful. All the parts there. Well, that would have been expensive at one time, I think. The instructions on how to make it. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you, Brian. Golden Spike, I think it says. Winnipeg. Golden something. Winnipeg, Canada. Another Canadian. What else do we have here? Telephone poles. 12 telephone poles. Atlas. Awesome. Thank you. And here, Quality Craft Models. Oh my goodness. Whoops. This is amazing. It's fun making models, but the wooden models are another class altogether. They look so much more realistic than the plastic models. Oh, wow. Caboose. Am I ever looking forward to this? Thank you. I hope that I can do it. I'm getting a little nervous that I can actually accomplish this. I'm putting my pipe aside for a while. By the way, the tobacco I'm smoking is some new stuff I picked up on the Indian Reserve recently. In Canada, that's the only place you can really afford to buy tobacco. It's on the reserves. And this is a whiskey flavored tobacco. That's all it really said on the packaging. I don't know what blends are in there. It just said blends of tobacco. Authentic scale train HO accessories. Oh, some track. Beautiful.
Hello? Nobody said hi?
Wow. And it looks like there's some doors. Oh, it's a neat little building. So it's like balsa, I think. Some walls. Oh, it must be a station. It's a cast. Whoops. A cast, like, bay window that you would see usually in a station. Oh, this is so exciting. Brian, thank you. I love it. I am definitely building this stuff. I can't believe it. What else do we have? There's so much in here. Another building. Oh, this looks like a grain elevator. Amazing. And it has cast parts too. And a ladder. Wow. This is gonna look amazing. I love it. There's the picture, I guess. Instructions. No, it's not a grain elevator. It's a can stock car. B&O. Amazing. Thank you, Brian. So Brian had commented on one of my videos in which I had sort of given a tour of my workshop a bit and shown my train set, which is always kind of in progress. And he said he had a bunch of stuff that he was wanting to give me that he never used. Some trees. So for people who like trains, I came up with a new way to make trees. They don't look quite as good as this, but I looked on one of these classified websites. In Canada it's called Kijiji. For people giving away Christmas trees that they didn't want anymore. And I took my wire cutters and I cut them all up into little pieces, and then I took scissors and shaped the branches. And that gives you the basic shape of the Christmas tree, or of the tree, the pine tree. And then the next step is to get some really finely ground sawdust and spray like a tacky witch stitchery kind of, spray tack adhesive onto the branches, and then sprinkle it with the fine sawdust, and that gives you a bit of texture to the branches. And then you spray paint the whole thing with a couple different colors of green spray paint. It's a real cheap way of making trees because trees are expensive. Now this, look at those tiny little pieces, my goodness. What does this say? Junico scale models. Oh, that looks like, what is that? Oh, those are like track stops. This doesn't say what it is. Oh, but there's directions, duh. I'll look in the pictures to see what it is. Little ladders. It looks like it might be another car. Little pieces coming out everywhere here. Oh, it's another caboose. This is going to be a challenge. But I am looking forward to it. Something to do in the winter months when I can't be outside, right? Oh, there's lots more in here. Prestige Collector's Kit. I'm just going to go right to the paper because that seems to be the smartest way to figure out what you're doing. It's a flat car. Upside down. Nice. It's like Christmas in July. Thank you, Brian. What else do we have here? Nature scale accessories. Now you know this is old stuff because the price on this is 50 cents. Good luck finding anything for 50 cents anymore. No, this is track. Hooligans. These are, looks like maybe 4 or 5 curved pieces of track. That's great. I don't need to package that all up right now. Oh, that's neat. Building paper. Look at that. HO gauge. Red brick, gray concrete blocks, yellow ashlar stone, yellow brick, gray brick, field stone, and much more. Well, that's neat. And this looks like some kind of foam. Oh, stone. Oh, that's really cool. It's like foam board, and it's got pressed into it the shape of stone, like if it was built stone. And so, you know, that might not look like much when you look at it like that, but for those who don't know how modeling works, you give it a wash, of a bit of a dark wash, so a paint that's been watered down quite a bit, to get that dark color to seep into all the deep cracks. And then you brush it lightly, sort of from the top down with a lighter color, and from the bottom up with a darker color, and that gives you that look like light is on the stone and really brings out all the features and the texture. And such a big piece, you could use that if you wanted to have like a stone retaining wall, or if you just wanted to build your own structures from scratch. There's some loose pieces of balsa wood in there. Oh, there's a snow pile. Look at that. Amazing. Snowplow kit, HO gauge. And there are many pieces. Wow. Amazing that somebody would have had to fashion and cut all these little pieces, package it all up, make the plans, package it, and that sells for so inexpensively. This packaging, you can tell, it's pretty old. I don't know what that is, maybe from the 50s, 60s. And we have, oh, these are labels that have come off of something else. Oh, decals. I always thought that I was saying it right when I said decals, and I was annoyed that other people would say decals. It sounded, no offense to my American friends, it sounded so American to say decals. So I looked it up. Turns out it's pronounced decals. We Ontarians are just wrong. And apparently we're the only place in the world that says decals. So if you say decals, I mean, we're the only place that says decals. So if you say decals, and you're not from Ontario, I'd love to hear from you. Leave it in the comments, because I think that's an interesting bit of trivia. So, thank you, Brian. That's amazing. Thank you for the gift. I really appreciate it. See, there's something about smoking up a pipe, relighting a pipe that's gone out shortly after it's lit. It gives the tobacco almost a toasted flavor. And I have some vodka here. This is the best vodka I've ever had. It's called Bison Grass. And I don't know what that note is, that first flavor when you taste it. It goes up sort of behind the nose. But it's, the only way I can describe it, it's kind of a green taste. I guess that's why they call it grass. I don't know. It's delicious. So I think my camera shut off in the middle of that recording, so I'll just wrap things up now. Thanks for those of you who have left comments on my pages, and thanks again to Brian for your gifts. I'm going to be dropping something in the mail to send you, and so keep an eye open for that. And hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. I will talk to you all soon again. God bless. See you later.